Hi everyone, so in this video we are going to learn about the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is used to solve quadratic equations in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so the formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So in this video we are not going to look at where the formula come from. If you are interested, there should be another video in the lesson plan that you can check out. Okay. So let's get started. So let's look at the first example. It says state the value of a, b and c. So the value of a is the coefficient of x. So what's in front of x? B, okay, b is the coefficient of x. Sorry, a is the coefficient of x squared and b is the coefficient of x. And c, well, I used that one already. C is the constant term. Okay, it's the number by itself. Okay. So what is a, b and c in this particular example? Well, a is just equal to 1. Okay, there's a 1 here. B is equal to negative 5 and c is equal to positive 7. Alright, so let's do that for the next equation. So a is 12, b is negative 29. So be careful of the sign in front. And c is equal to 103. Okay, pretty straightforward. Alright, so now we are going to solve the quadratic equation using the formula. Now, when you are solving quadratic equation, ideally you want to factorize it first where you can, where possible. Okay, if you can see that you can find the factors or you can factorize it quickly, then you would factorize it. If you cannot factorize it, okay, then this is where we would use the quadratic formula. So let's write that down again. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so let's do this one here. Let's do this one here, okay? So let's just call this one A, B, C, and D. Alright, so let's do A. So A, so for A equals 1, B equals to negative 9, and C is equal to positive 2. So what we are going to do now is we are going to substitute all these values into the formula. Okay, so we'll have x is equal to minus b, maybe you should highlight that, minus b, so that's minus 9. Okay, so minus b is minus 9, okay, plus or minus the square root of, okay, b squared, okay, so again we're doing 9 again, negative 9 again, so it'll be negative 9 squared minus 4 times a, so times a is 1, right? And c is 2. Okay, so minus 4 times 1 times 2 over 2a. So 2 times 1 is just 2. Okay, maybe I'll write 2 times 1 there. All right, so let's simplify this. So we'll get x equals to minus 9, that becomes positive 9, plus or minus the square root of, so here we have minus 9 squared, minus 9 squared is positive 81, minus 4 times 1 times 2, that becomes minus 8, over 2 times 1, which is just 2. Okay, so let's simplify this a bit further. So x is equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of 81 take away 8. 81 take away 8 is 73 over 2. Okay, And let's simplify this a little bit further. So what does this plus and minus here mean? Well, it just means that x is equal to 9 plus the square root of 73 over 2, and also x is equal to 9 minus the square root of 73 over 2. Okay, so let's check that on a calculator. So I'm going to my CAS, go to main. Okay, I'm going to clear out everything here, don't need. Alright, so I'm going to enter my equation. My equation is x squared minus 9x and plus 2 equals to 0. I'm going to highlight all this, interactive equation, and solve, hit OK. And notice it's in decimal format. Okay, let's change that to standard so that we get it in exact form. So here we have minus root 73 plus 9 over 2. So that's that one there. And we've got root 73 plus 9 or over 2 is that one there. Okay, so we've got both answers over here. Okay. Let us continue. So let me do B now. So I'm going to do this a little bit quicker this time. So minus x squared plus 5x plus 2 equals 0. So B, so minus x squared plus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. I need to double check my equation. Yep. So A equals to 1, minus 1, sorry. B equals 5 and C equals 2. And my formula is x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Alright, so let's substitute all these values a, b and c into our formula. We'll get x is equal to minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 squared, which is 25, minus 4 times a, which is minus 1, times 2 over 2 times minus 1. Okay, x is equal to minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 25. 25, okay, so you got to be careful here. We've got a minus 4 times a minus 1, that becomes positive 4. Positive 4 times 2 is positive 8, so plus 8 over, okay, so 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Okay, so now we can simplify that down. So x is equal to negative 5 plus the square root of 33 all over negative 2, and x is equal to negative 5 minus the square root of 33 over 2. Alright, so let me move on to C. I'll do C and I'll leave D for you guys to do. Okay, so let's do C. So minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 7. So minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 7 equals to 0. So A equals minus 3, B equals 2, and C equals to 7. So substituting these values into the formula, x equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of 4, b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So x is equal to minus b becomes minus 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared. So b squared, so 2 squared becomes 4 minus 4 times a, which is minus 3, times 7 over 2a, which is 2 times minus 3. So x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 4. So we've got minus 12, positive 12. So minus 4 times minus 3 is positive 12. Positive 12 times 7 is 84 over, so 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. And now we can simplify that a little bit further. So minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 88 over minus 6. And our final answer would be x equals minus 2 plus root 88 over minus 6, and x is equal to minus 2 minus root 88 over minus 6. Okay. Now you can simplify this to make it look a little bit neater if you want. So you can go x is equal to, so take a common factor of -1 out, so it'll be minus 1, 2 plus root 88, okay, over minus 6, so the minus cancels out, and we're left with x is equal to 2 plus root 88 over 6. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Now if the question does ask you to, let's say, round your answers to 2 decimal places, then you just take these, your answer here, and just enter it into the calculator and find the answer correct to 2 decimal places. So we have our calculator in decimal mode, and we'll just go 2 plus the square root of 88, and then enter, and then divide it by 6, and we'll get x is equal to 1.90. 1.90, this is correct to 2 decimal places. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you are interested in knowing where the quadratic formula comes from, watch the other video in the lesson plan. Bye.